we have sound now. We have sound now. So that means everybody can hear you.
Hello.
My microphone is never by my face.
Hello.
I don't have one of those that you can switch, right? Yeah.
Yes, so yours is always on. Oh no. Do I want to know why yours has that weird sound? Do I want to know why yours? Oh no! Oh. The amount of yay that I have right now.
We have audio problems. It shouldn't.
Yeah. So.
Alright, do you want me to try now?
Oh yeah. So I mean, if it comes back, then yes. So.
Alright, do you want me
Yeah.
to try now?
Oh yeah. So. Yeah.
Audio's good.
Fixed.
Fixed is how we do it.
So, Stephan, I worked in the deli before Wendy's started doing those chicken nuggets, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I had this coworker. He was hilarious. We would just sit there and quote memes back and forth. And he would always go, Wendy's, give me titties.
Oh, jeez.
I don't know where he heard it from, but he would just do that. Like, I'd be cooking and I'd be like furiously just like, chicken, oh my god. And he'd come back and just all of a sudden I'd hear Wendy's. And I'd turn to him and just, give me chicken. Well, I'm like throwing chicken into the fryer.
I'm already concerned.
Well, I was a part-time cook, and
Okay.
sometimes it got busy because I worked at a busy store, so sometimes they were buying chicken faster than you could put it out.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, and so I was laughing, and like almost a year after we had been like joking about that meme, and I had like moved to a different store and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I suddenly see that Wendy's says, "Yeah, we're serving chicken tenders now." So I take a picture of the ad and I send it to him on Facebook and I go, Colin, they heard your reading. And he just goes, oh my god, they did. I was like, this is incredible. Like, I've never seen anything like this happen. I also got pooped on 5 times today by Delta.
Quoi? Oh, okay. Okay. Making sure that you had the by Delta was very key in that part of the conversation.
He was going to get washroom, and I was just, bringing Delta along for the ride, and I had to go to Smith's after. Anyways, and seriously, like for the entire hour that we were out there, he just pooped on me 5 times. I was like, are you kidding?
Talking about your bird, right?
Yeah. It's okay, I was telling a story and then I immediately switched and it was like...
Apparently I come off as...
We don't need to know the inner workings of your relationship.
Or of his mind.
I doesn't even know that that's these two that went there.
Yeah, because I was telling a story. Hi, York! I was telling a story and then I just immediately switched to, oh yeah, I got pooped on 5 times in 1 hour by Delta today. And he just goes, what? Okay, it was by Delta. And I'm like,
It's like sometimes enunciation and clarification are very key in conversations.
It doesn't help when you jump from story to story and then back to the first story.
That's my brain.
Welcome to Carly.
Welcome to me. Ask my wife.
Oh no, I've got 2 of you on this episode.
We all gonna die.
2.5.
Whoa.
What?
It's all connected.
I go from here to there to
Okay.
back again.
Next time, don't do half. Okay. It's just no.
1 Carly.
We were already talking about clarification.
1 Carly. Ha 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 ha.
Your laugh sounded like a fart at first. You see what I get to put up with.
I am still concerned.
I told you, drugged up. You thought it was Carly.
Yeah, you thought it was me to be drugged up.
No, I knew that you weren't talking about you, but when you were sitting there like, yeah, one of us will be drugged up, I'm sitting there like, yeah, I know, I figure you're still sick. But knowing that Carly basically has a mini, like, I just forgot the word.
Pharmacy?
No. No.
Essential oils?
No. I'm forgetting the word. Allergic reaction by coming to my house.
I gave her a certificate.
Yeah, because I love dogs, so I'm always like, puppies! I'm just like...
So the drug up before you come.
What?
Drug up before you come.
I do. And then I'm like, I love dogs. And then...
It's like that pepper commercial. It's like, don't forget you're cutting peppers. And the little girl runs into the kitchen. The mom's cutting like jalapeno ghost peppers. And she's like, oh, are you okay? She touches the kid's eyes. Oh, no. And the mom touches her eyes. Oh, no.
Oh, was it a German commercial?
I don't remember.
I think it was. Yeah,
it was definitely like...
That's pretty much it. And then I'm sitting here just like, what are you doing? And they're just like, I'm like, worth it.
I'm okay. I will live till tomorrow.
I hope.
Right. Okay. Now, should I start the counter as far as how many times either of you are going to hit the table?
My hands are over here.
Right now.
I'm trying to train myself.
You're failing. Okay, but keep on going with your sentence.
That was it.
It was a period, not an ellipse.
Period.
I like the trying. I will keep it at that.
This is the one who's got the ring on.
Yeah. Why? You're already... Thank God I haven't started the audio version. Okay, literally, I've told you guys this so many times. Editing these episodes sometimes just is the bane of my existence, especially like with the last episode that came out because of the springs over in the arm microphones.
I'm like,
Oh, I was mad. I was very mad.
wasn't me.
I'm mad.
But wasn't it?
No, it was her. I remember that moment. Because
No.
This is not an ASMR podcast. We have
Neither
never
is
been an ASMR podcast.
You sure?
Yep.
Well, it hasn't started recording.
Get that What?
It hasn't started recording yet.
Yeah.
What was that about an ASMR podcast?
I didn't say a doggone thing.
Bull crap, yeah, you did.
Just saying. Okay, I actually now have to do another one of these ones. People group up one more time. There we go.
There's a child waiting.
Yes, yeah, I will get that before, yeah.
You can see dad mode, it's great.
I live it every day.
You get to hear him go, hey!
I know that. It's the dad voice. You have to turn it on at times, and just the kids, Lincoln's like blank stare you.
My mom would use the mom voice. She'd be like, God, you're grounded. And I'd look up at her and go,
Okay.
and I'd go play again. Never been grounded, though.
Wait.
What? I've never been grounded.
That seems wrong.
Every time that my mom tried, I would turn around, laugh at her, and go play.
How does that happen?
It means the parent doesn't enforce it.
No, like she demanded respect and enforced rules, but she never grounded me or spanked me or anything.
Are you sure?
Yes, ask her.
I'm just saying because when groundings happened in my household, they stuck, and sometimes longer than what they were supposed to. So it's like, you're grounded for the day. A week later, can I stop being grounded now?
I would stand in the
You
corner.
do know
all
my
day.
mom though, right?
Yeah.
She's also kind of a pushover with me sometimes because I'm her only baby.
I'm not gonna say anything for the fact that she may at some point either watch or listen to this.
My mom.
I already told her I swear too much, so she probably won't tune in.
There we go. So yes, okay. I'm going to now. All right. Are we good to actually do the regular part of the podcast?
Are you?
No.
That is the question.
Never.
The question
ready?
of the day.
As ready as I'll be.
Good answer.
Right. Okay. So basically, all that is me just starting the Audacity file and then doing that. Yes. Okay.
Old BB.
What are you saying now?
I'm seeing my voice in digital.
I see. Okay, this is why you can't give Brandon something to look
Oh.
at.
Because you'll see the wavelengths just go up and down.
That's all he'll do for the
No,
entire
Brandon's-
Up and down.
Brandon's go up and down, up and down. Mine are just whoosh.
You're not wrong. You're not
Let's
wrong.
try not to blow the mics out.
Look, all right, there's one cord that I know is absolutely dead. I'm not going to say it's specifically your problem, but it's dead.
You killed the cord? I'm glad, too, because, he was a bad boyfriend.
Oh my god, don't say that.
I'm the boyfriend. Right?
I can't say anything.
Neither can I.
So, yeah. All right. So
Screwed up.
right. So yes, we've now. Okay. What I will say is, welcome to episode 138 of the Crack Brain Podcast.
Woo.
Yeah. Woo. So sorry for missing last week. Some of us were sick. So yes. Let's see.
We're not contagious anymore.
It's okay.
As
We
far
are
as we know.
doctors.
As far as we know.
Oh, I thought you were gonna bite my shirt.
Right. No, it's.
Again.
Let's see. I was in the realm of a nonstop puke fest again.
I was
So.
in a nonstop. My nose is a fire hose with snot.
Your nose is a fire hose.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now I'm just going to ask: did you actually try to projectile snot rocket on anything or
Yeah.
anyone
Yeah.
outside of Carly?
No, it was going. It's just like the someone forgot to turn off the faucet in the kitchen.
Listening to him, he was. Yeah.
It's like the scene in Ace Ventura when nature calls when they're doing the spitting. And I like you.
Oh, or I cannot stand that scene. Every single time that scene shows up, I quite literally
Let
get
me
queasy.
just put you. That was last night and last week.
Stop being sick.
I never get sick.
And I was remotely sick. I mean, I just mainly was nauseous and had a stuffy nose / runny nose and sore throat, but I kept working.
I was gonna get over it, but the rain and snow and hail and sleet that I was working out in all week did not let me help.
It was beautiful out over here.
It was
All
good in my
Most of
neck of the
yesterday was absolutely fantastic.
Seriously, most
Okay.
of the time it was raining at his house and stuff like that, he'd be like, this snow is crazy, this rain is crazy. And I'm like outside
what
and
is
it's
this?
like cloudy or sunny, and I'm like, dude, look. And he's just, that's not fair! That's not fair! I'm like,
Hey, Stephan,
I think I had
Yeah.
slush on my windshield yesterday.
who's here?
yeah. It was like wet this morning because, like up in Murray and like South Jordan.
Waiting
'cause
for
it
that
had just
conversation,
snowed
man.
like an hour before. I was like, probably shouldn't drive like an idiot, but it doesn't look that bad.
I guess I should introduce myself.
We'll see. Yeah, it's like we're at the part of the podcast where I forget to introduce everyone because, well, that's not a growing thing on this podcast. So yes,
A running joke.
I am the reigning champion.
I just realized that we have the two people that wear glasses on one side and the two people that don't on the other side.
I'm sorry.
They're wearing glasses and you two
You want me to
aren't.
go get my reading glasses and make you feel... Oh, they're green. Hi, who are you?
It's like, you want the truth or
I
You have an alter ego.
not really?
Dang it.
I'm Jordan, and I am the owner and founder and all of the above for Pop Culture Convention.
Hi, Jordan.
I was going to go with that, and then I decided to cheers, like, hi, Jordan. Like, yeah. Pop Culture Con.
Right. Okay.
Pop Culture
And
Convention.
Yeah, that's the full name,
Full
and then
name.
PopCon is the easiest way to say it.
yeah.
It's got the 3D glass logo.
Well, it's like that, and it just sort of rolls off the tongue. Popcorn.
Popcorn.
I wasn't trying to do it a third time, but yes.
Isolate that sound clip. Popcorn.
Right. Are you sure, Brandon? So much hype.
Wow.
I like doing that.
much sound.
Yeah. Okay. So out from. Doggone it.
That's a choo-choo train. It goes choo-choo.
And he who goes bah, or she who goes bah bah is.
Carly, I just hit the table. Score 1.
Nope. That's the third time you've done it.
That's more than
Well,
the
it was my
fourth
ring,
time.
actually.
Apparently the rings have an identity of themselves where they
Have
go
you not
and...
seen Lord of the Rings?
I have. I know him very well.
He has seen Lord of the Rings. He is.
Pecker Anonymous?
Jesus.
I don't think he's that either.
Hi, I'm Brandon.
I can't be at the I hate you part of the podcast yet.
Yes, you can. It's your podcast.
I've already gotten it quickly, like in the introductions, the first second before.
Yeah, you're not wrong. You're not wrong.
I'm still a little bit sick, a little bit drugged up, so if you get even more of a crazy Brandon going on right now,
I'll do the podcast from over here.
yeah, it's going to be entertaining. You think me being normal is a weird thing? Just wait till me being looped up.
You're already there, Brandon.
Yeah.
He's already there.
Yeah, how many times have I realized something was there today?
So we are sitting, eating lunch, and he was having a chicken sandwich, and he had fries, which is, he ordered a combo meal. He's sitting there, and he's like 3/4 of the way done with the sandwich, and he goes, "Oh, I have fries!" Grabs them and inhales them. We are in your parking lot, Stephan, and he looks down and he goes, "Oh, I have a Dr. Pepper there." It was the last one he stole, and he made a huge fuss about it. Like, it's the last one. You want it? You want it? I was like, no. And he's like, you sure? I'm like, yeah. And then he's like, oh, I forgot I had it. And he was drinking it the entire way down.
I think Brandon needs a nap.
We did take a
Yeah,
nap
we
before.
did. That's why we were a little
longer
late. Yeah.
Yeah, that's...
I even took a nap, which is rare, because I don't.
What's wrong with you?
I ask that every day.
Hi, I'm Brandon.
God. Enough said. There we go. Oh, okay. You're something else today.
Yes, I am. I am very much something else. So
Right, and then I am. Did I actually introduce myself?
he's
Probably not.
the
Not
chocolateest of the chocolate.
Go ahead.
The deepest voice of the deepest voice of the voice actors.
Not true at all.
The burnt toast, Stephan.
Okay, for a second I was sitting there going like, okay, burnt toast. Where is that? And then I just remembered the I Am Bread saga and what I'm like, okay, so yeah,
That wasn't what I was going for, but then I was like, oh, midway.
You weren't going for
No, midway, and I was like, oh, we had that I Am Bread video. And it's like, let's just go with it.
Okay, yeah, you really didn't need to explain that because now everyone is sitting there going like, huh, there was already a weird article about Provo anyway, so let's not try to...
He is the only black person.
Not the only that I know of. Not the only.
It's news to me.
Welcome to our podcast.
All right. So no, like I said, it's definitely been a little while since we've actually all gotten to like actually be on the podcast and hang out a little bit because there are things that have happened that we have not been able to talk about. Okay.
I did not poop my pants if that's what you're bringing up.
Where does your brain go? How did you think that was going to be anywhere near my brain?
Do
Well, I
I
hope
think
that-
he has a brain at this point? Let's be honest.
I am the scarecrow.
He really is.
I had a brain freeze. No, I do have a brain
You
because I
are.
had a chocolate frosty, and guess what? I got brain freeze.
You had a brain freeze. 'Cause
That's
you
the
had
extent of that entire story?
I'm speechless here. I don't know what to
Well,
tell
then
you.
stop talking.
I always thought that was ironic. I'm speechless. You're not, because you just said something.
Yes. See, no. I wasn't talking about your run-in with a brain freeze today. No.
I didn't really run. I just took a scoop of the ice cream and it happened.
I'm gonna cry on the inside. No, what I was talking about were trailers because we never really talk trailers much over on this podcast, but I'm sorry there have been so many trailers that have been coming out recently that I actually
watched that trailer about 20 times yesterday.
You haven't said what trailer.
I'm assuming the Star Wars trailer.
Yes.
Okay, now has anyone here not seen the trailer? That's okay. I'm happy now.
I've seen it.
I'm happy now. Okay, I literally was setting that up specifically for you, Carly.
I actually watched it before Brandon because everyone was like, "Whoop."
What?
And I was like,
I
"What's
was
this?"
working.
And I
I
clicked
was
on
going
it.
to do it right then.
I haven't seen any of the new movies, honestly. Like, I haven't because I just haven't had time, or if the opportunity came up, I was too tired because it was after our performance, for Saber Club. So I'm like, this is cool. I have no idea what's going on, but it looks pretty. And that's the extent of it.
You're like, it's pretty. That's all I care.
Like,
I
understand,
no
like,
longer
Rey has
care.
Anakin's lightsaber and has, like, hodgepodged it together and fixed it.
Super
And then she
cool.
does a really cool jump, and then Kylo stabs someone with his crossguard.
Does he
And then-
stab or knock him out?
I think both.
Housekeeping.
My children. Odds are the baby.
Yeah. And then you get an evil laugh. It's Palpatine at the end. Because anyone can come back as they're looking at the Death Star, death from above, and I was like, hee.
The teacher calls on Carly.
I was just waiting for him to get done talking, that's why. So that friend I was telling you about earlier with the Wendy's Give Me Tendies, we were really tired working a night shift together once, and we decided, you're going to open that and another train's going to go right by.
Shut up!
But, anyways, so we were, sitting there. We were really tired working a night shift together because we'd worked like a morning shift together the previous day or something like that. Anyways, we were really tired. We were sitting there just laughing and saying, like, can we come up with a new meme? And I don't even remember what happened, but I looked at him and I just went, it's not Senator Palpatine, it's Senator Poopy Scream. And so we just started trying to come up with the weirdest names for him that fit the syllables and how they flowed. It was so fun, actually, trying to figure it out.
And you think I'm weird.
I'm just now realizing the amazing amount of wrong-headedness, like right in this area.
Come on, this
it's
was
my
before
turn.
I actually really started being his friend, if that tells you anything.
I think it's my turn to say, I'm concerned for you.
Jordan understands.
Yeah. The Star Wars trailer, they always make good trailers, of course. Shut up.
And then the movies come out.
And then you make it all excited, and it's nice too. It's coming out December. They've stopped making trailers that come out 2 years before the movie does. So this December,
Yes.
Yes.
2019.
See, I'm glad that you all kind of had that aspect of it because two things happened for me during that trailer. A, because of the Rey backflip, I got just an avalanche of people going like, hey, can you teach me how to do a backflip from all Rey cosplayers? It's like, no. I mean, I can, but I don't want to.
Not wise to do that at events.
Very true, not wise to do that at events.
Says the guy who said, we'll backflip for woo!
I thought it was woohoo. Is
No,
just
it
woo?
was just woo.
Yeah,
It was just
his
woo.
that he always does.
You know, on the sidewalk outside the event center.
No, he did
That's
it
a
in the event
different
center.
story.
He got about 30 in
No,
a
he's
day.
talking about at Pop Culture Con.
Yeah,
Don't
at-
do it.
Oh.
Yeah.
At PopCon 2019.
June 1st.
Please don't
10
do
to
backflips
6.
inside.
There will be no backflips from this person at PopCon 2019.
In the building.
Isn't that what your principal said when
Outside
you
is
graduated?
Yes, that is what my principal said when I graduated.
No back.
Look, backflips are a thing, and people want to see them usually. So I do them every now and then, like over at a couple panels that will be having a FanX.
Backflip. Backflip.
No.
What time is your My Hero Academia panel?
Don't
That-
tell him he's going to want you to backflip.
No, it's like that. That one is Friday at like 11 o'clock in the morning. So like the doors will open and our panel begins. We got it's like they went and they gave us a bigger room, which is like fantastic, and then they put us at 11 and we went, okay.
You have 5-10 minutes for everyone to come in.
We'll see. Knowing that, My Hero Academia, loved by a lot of people, but also a younger group. So, trying to rely on like, hey, most of our audience will probably be asking their parents to let them out of the car at the sidewalk at that point.
Dad, can you let me out of the sidewalk? I don't want to see you dropping me off.
Not
Why?
wrong.
Do you not love
wrong.
me?
I never understood that. Like, my dad, I usually walked to school, but sometimes he would drop me off. Didn't matter.
My parents never, like, ever dropped us off at school. It was either walk, take the bus, or ride a bike.
Ding, ding.
And then later on, we drove, but yeah.
Vroom, 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 vroom. I'm making sound effects.
Michael Winslow, what's up with you today?
I never walked to school. My mom was too paranoid.
Who's Michael Winslow?
That doesn't surprise me.
Yeah.
Okay,
Who's Michael Winslow?
I don't know.
Okay. Is it a boxer or something?
No, my. See, this is the problem with sometimes doing references that I have a feeling no one will get. No, it's the guy that does, like all those type of voices. Okay, Spaceballs.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Yes.
I get the
him.
beeps, I get the boops, and get
The
creeps.
beeps.
Yeah, we all know the line.
I don't think we all do.
Spaceballs.
All right, so yeah, it's like that. That was something where I can very accurately guess that yes, your mother never really wanted you to walk to school because God help if something happens like you stub your toe on the sidewalk.
Yeah.
I could see that
Yeah.
so much. I could see you stubbing your toe.
Or getting
Yeah.
distracted by something like, oh, pretty leaf! And then all of a sudden, the day's halfway over and I'm still staring at the leaf. Because I was that kind of kid that was a little...
Dear God.
I was a crybaby when I was younger. Like, you thought I cried a lot now. Imagine, like, double that.
I never think that you cry a lot now. I think you scream a lot now.
That also hasn't changed.
Okay.
There would be no screaming at Pop Culture Con.
I can't hear you then.
There will be no screaming at Pop Culture Con.
I was pretty well behaved last year.
I haven't heard any complaints.
I know how to behave in public. Depends on the situation.
I've got an entire RTX trip that, will find that negotiable.
You did not set any limits to what this hurricane should or should not do, so I took it category 5 the entire time.
You're not wrong.
I documented it.
Okay, yes, you're not wrong. Trust me, my underwear can attest to the fact that the girl never let up. All right.
I, for some reason, always, space that until it gets brought up, and then it's just this,
Yeah.
vivid Technicolor,
I don't think I want to hear about it.
I scared him so bad he almost pooped his pants.
No, there was no almost. There was no almost. I pooped myself.
I bought tickets to see a horror movie that Rooster Teeth was just releasing called Bloodfest, and it was gory. But it was well done. It wasn't but he doesn't do horror movies, but I bought our entire ticket. I bought all the tickets for our entire group.
I don't blame you.
I don't either, but I'm like, for some reason, I really want to see this.
Well, Rooster Teeth put it on.
Well, yeah, but aside from that, it actually just looked kind of cool. I mean, some parts I was just like, oh, I didn't need to see that. But anyways, so they fall. He and Brandon kind of just out because I guess they wanted to get to their cars. The rest of us were kind of trailing out behind. And I turned to Candace and I was like, "Where's Brandon and Stephan? Like, they're just gone." She's like, "I think they're at more." So we come around. Yeah, we come around and we see the main lobby, and I see them barely about to hit the doors. So I said, "Candace, watch this." I go silently springing through the crowd, and I just go up behind Stephan and go, "Arr!" and just run my hands up his back. I thought he was gonna fall on the concrete outside. He just, "Wah!"
That's heart attack material.
Yeah, he was standing there the entire rest of the time, just hands crossed behind his back.
I have gifts.
He does. It's hilarious.
I make gifts.
And so my friends come out. They're busting out laughing. And Stephan's in there just, and Brandon's just kind of like, what?
Phone. Click, 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 click.
Yeah, I got his phone out, but he had no idea,
aftermath.
really what was going on. I am sitting there And my friends are like, what did you do? And I'm like, I just jump scared him the minute he walked out of the door. So my friends start laughing and I start laughing harder. And next thing you know, my friend Cole and I are like curled up on the street just crying, laughing.
Is it dirty
He was
sidewalk?
sitting there for about 15 minutes just all...
Wasn't happy. I wasn't happy.
It was that exact face too.
It was amazing. So, yeah.
Look, and the fact that we stood out there laughing, and me being salty for so long, and then all of a sudden, out comes the director of the movie and also a couple of the actors. We're still laughing, okay, and all of a sudden, like, he kind of looks over at us and he's kind of taking pictures, but he kept on kind of looking and whatnot as I'm sitting there just like, not happy at all. And all of a sudden it got we'd stayed there so long that like the entire crowd left. We're still there. He's there. He's like, hey, let's take a picture and whatnot. And you guys decided like, yes, your movie was so great that it made my friend poop his pants. And all of a sudden the director is going like, thank you? And I'm just sitting there like, not happy and whatnot, leaving, and then to hear that story from other people over at the con, as far as like, did you hear a guy pooped his pants over at Bloodfest? It's like,
I didn't hear that part.
See, heard that part like over at the voice acting panel and whatnot of just people like, oh my god, did you hear about this? It's like,
the chocolatest of the chocolatey.
Why?
That's how I introduce you today.
Welcome back, Brandon.
It's all connected, full circle.
So,
Not the circle.
So how many bathrooms are at PopCon?
why? Don't answer this. Please don't answer this. Don't answer this.
Well, we have as many as are accessible.
See? There you go. Classy. That is classy.
Can you access a bathroom now?
What?
Welcome to my relationship.
I'm at a loss right now.
Well, you did lose your shit.
Jiminy guy. I'm
Mr. Poopy Pants.
You need to take a timeout for like 5 minutes. Don't put a counter on. Okay. No, it's like
We're not gonna get anything done today because of him.
Set
Usually
timer
it's 'cause
5
of me.
minutes.
it's like I said, I won't say we're in rare form today. I will just say that we're
In extra form.
that's one way of putting it. There you go. So yes, now let's see. Since the last time that we were around, what else? What are some of the other things that have come up? Not cracked brain related.
I was gonna say it's still winter. It's still winter.
It's technically
It's a second.
Well, if you look out in Orem, but if you look out the window up in Bountiful, it's still snow.
yeah. I mean, it's look. It looks good right now. Okay, so yeah, I don't classify this as winter still.
I think it's winter.
It's
California winter.
no, it is not. California winter is overcast and 72 degrees.
Oh, is it?
This is not 72 degrees.
This is
This
54
is-
degrees.
I thought it was always
This
like
is still cold
down
in the
the
shade.
50s. Or is it like
Yeah.
usually at night that it gets down to that?
Down at night, it might
Okay.
get like 50s if you're like at the beach.
Mm.
You know.
Ooh, I want to go to the beach.
To be fair, I had that same thought.
But the difference is that you didn't vocalize it.
Yeah, but I had that, salt water.
I do the exact same thing. You get right around like Victorville and all that, and you can kind of pick up a little bit of like.
And then you run to the beach and you face plant into the water and it all goes up your nose and it's
Nope,
great. Yeah.
nope.
I typically
I
don't
don't do
face
that.
plant as I'm running into the water. I jump over those little.
I don't
mini
usually run
waves.
into the water.
Yeah, you run out.
I'm
of water.
pretty much
There's a
just
shark.
like.
Look. Usually there's a surfboard in hand if I'm running into the water.
Usually
so-
I'm just like, water! Boom! And you can't drag me out. It's.
You're
Oh,
very
it'll
light,
happen.
So I could.
No, I put up a fight. Just ask my mom how hard it was to get me out of the swimming pool every time I would go.
Granted.
We're gonna test this.
No, we're not. No, for the love of everything
Look.
holy, we're not going to. You test this on your own time.
I will. It'll be on my own time.
Couldn't tell I really love water.
I'll have the camera set up.
The camera will get
Okay.
destroyed.
Please don't destroy camera.
Because I will kick and scream until I'm ready to
Who
go
says
out.
I'm gonna be holding the camera? I'm gonna
It'll
prop
get
it up
destroyed somehow.
about 10 miles away, zoomed in, and
Right?
I'm gonna say,
Impressive camera.
Carly,
Yeah.
it's 2019. Come on, we got satellites that can read license plates.
I don't think
It's a
anyone
satellite camera, not a
knows what you're talking about right now.
There are satellites.
You
up
didn't
in the
have to
sky.
explain. You really
They
didn't have to
cameras on them. They're
explain.
called spy satellites. They can zoom in more than 10 miles and look at license plates.
In the
And
chat, how many people think that I should cover Brandon's mouth right now?
Or you just turn his mic off.
He- Get off my microphone. See, the problem is that even though his microphone might get turned off, it still be picked up by the other always on microphones. Shut up and don't use other people's. You're sick today.
That's
We'll
why I
just
haven't
grab the
done
mic and
anything.
turn. Just,
Right.
Yeah, right. Is that
Yeah.
on today's episode?
You're just going to have
You
to
can't
cover
see
my
me.
head in a bag.
I think I've got a couple bags over there. I can.
You have
do
duct
this
tape
thing.
too, so we can just.
Are you used to like hiding bodies or something? Is that why you got all these bags? And you know how to.
Well, no.
Cover?
This also used to be like my crafting room.
he didn't deny it.
I know, he's crafting people's demise.
Not wrong. I'm thinking about that right now. How you doing, Brandon?
I just got the random thought of Haunting in Connecticut. If you've seen, well, I know you haven't seen that movie, but it's a weird thing where they had to take spells for these bodies, and they cut the eyelashes open so they would always be seeing.
This is why I don't watch scary anything. All right, you just describing that part of any sort of scenario, even though it's a movie. No.
Well, they're dead.
What?
It doesn't make a difference to Stephan.
It's just
Is there any going to be any dead
I know.
bodies at Pop Culture Con?
If someone cosplays as
No!
like if there's a character in an anime or something, but no real dead bodies.
Okay.
That's unethical.
You hear that? Dead bodies are not allowed at Pop Culture Con. You can't kill me. Hey, that would be, what, 5 minutes? What did I have to do 5 minutes of?
Not to talk.
Oh, really? I had to not talk for 5 minutes?
Yes!
I failed.
Nada! You talked like the entire 5 minutes, too!
Do you need to have like the buzzer or something where it's Carly's turn to talk. She has the stick today.
It wouldn't work in this podcast. I'm
No,
telling you
really
that
wouldn't.
right now. The amount of times that, look, thankfully we haven't done what normally would happen is Stephan talking. And then Stephan getting cut off by a completely different random story from someone else.
Isn't that what's happening?
No, no.
You start talking and then Brandon says something.
No, it gets worse. It gets a lot worse.
It's like he'd say, but, and then I'd start going, talking about hay, bales of hay or something like that.
We were making puns earlier about hay and straw and stuff. Because I said, hey, when a farmer sells his last thing of straw, does he ever go, this is the last straw? He's like, you're having a hay day. And I'm like, any more of these puns and I feel like you might be bailing out of the car.
Again, your relationship astounds and scares me.
It's the thing of legends.
I would have said it's the thing of true love, but sure.
Well, legends of true love, like,
Go ahead.
I'm going to say her name wrong. Persephone or Persephone?
Persephone?
Okay. Yeah, people were saying that it's still winter because she doesn't want to leave Hades yet.
Legends.
Because
I get it.
Myth is
I
legend
get it.
because when she leaves Hades, it's now spring and summer. And when she comes back, it's fall.
Yeah, and I'm really tempted to take a nice little vacation from Hades right now.
You sure that this is Hades? I'm not sure that this is Hades.
I am. Who am I then?
Well, I have friends that would call me Persephone because they're like, you're cute, but you're kind of scary sometimes. And I'm like, yeah. Because I like really spooky stuff, but then I also really like flowers and sunshine and warm. And they're like, you're pretty much
Cerberus.
Persephone.
I'm going to start calling you... No, I'm going to start calling you both Cerberus.
Why?
Well, where's the third one?
It's okay. There can just be 2 for now. When Ray is here, she's the third. So, there you go. Well, like I said, we've definitely had our fun of things of late, especially with... I don't even understand you anymore. Okay,
I actually cried in the latest episode of Red vs. Blue, and I haven't done that since like season 13. And so I'm kind of sitting there like, that was fun. Thank you, Jen.
I got completely confused
You
of
were
where
saying
we...
fun and good things that have happened lately, and that was a very fun and good thing.
It's all connected. See, when she does it,
I get just as confused.
we don't
But
say
less
anything,
aggravated.
man. This is because I'm...
Go ahead.
Man.
No.
Okay.
No, not at all. I need to make a kids table and to send you over to the kids table every now and then. I really should.
You got any used kitty tables that Link doesn't want to have anymore? That we could
We
make?
used
Does it have squeaky toys?
When he stops using it, let us know. We'll stick him
I was
in
like,
it.
you
Hey,
stopped using it,
Are
but we
you
used
sure?
it.
You want to send me to the kids' table? There's usually toys and stuff to make noise.
No, you wouldn't fit under my kid's table. It had to sit on your lap, and that's all you get.
We'll make him fit.
I could do it.
I kick him enough, you'll fit.
Get in there! Get in there!
Might not be of your own like, but I don't care at that point. Right.
How's
So-
that tea?
This tea is absolutely fantastic.
What are you drinking out of?
It's nice segue. So yes, if you have not been able to see, I am now drinking out of our new merchandise mugs. So yes, we've got Crack Brain, and then we have the little brain over on this side. If you would like to be able to go and get your own version of either the cup, or if you all couldn't have seen, I'm wearing, let me over here. Yes, a tank top that we designed as well. This was the first tester, like there have been other edits since then, but yes, if you want to be able to go and get yours, you go over to cracked-brain.myshopify.com. And to make all that easier, look, I even did a thing beforehand because
Oh,
you
good.
know
You
I
didn't
had
put the link-
actually
you dropped the link in the chat.
yeah, I actually kind of thought about this beforehand. Yeah. So, you know, boom! I discovered how to go and do things. So,
Like,
yes.
there's Kawaii Cast.
Yes, so we've
and
got like the
flip-flops.
Kawaii Cast mugs and whatnot. And through what people keep on doing, which is, it's kind of the fun part of now, like opening a site and seeing how people use it. So far, everyone always goes down over here to like the view all. Even though up here I specifically put like popular products, they just go to view all.
They want to see
Well,
what's
usually
all
you would
there.
think it's would be
Yeah.
you all.
And it's like this, it's like it's only these featured products. So if you're looking for some of the other stuff that we made, okay, you have to go up over here to catalog, and then you can do things like the sneakers, yes,
I'm gonna sneak around in them.
right. You know, so that we've got clocks, we've got stickers, we've got mugs, flip flops. I still need to go and get the flip flops.
Go to the poolside.
Yeah.
My flip flops.
Right, the laptop sleeve. You know, more
The
Kawaii Cast
enamel pin.
Right.
Or metal.
Yeah, it's like it is. It's like it is an enamel pin. They're not going to be like the graphics aren't raised, but you know,
Okay.
it's still pretty good right there. And then like this jersey is actually what I'm wearing. So you know, when you go over to certain things, like we have multiple options over inside the jersey. So if you don't want, you know, just the white one, you can do white with black, you know, or you know, the gray and red. So. I did my best to make sure that I gave everyone enough options, okay? And then the podcast tee, which is our newest creation, you know. So, yeah, I'm happy about that.
I know.
podcast
Just
tee.
I thought about the
My
other
mom
thing.
even liked it. And you know how high class she is with her
I
clothing
do like
style.
right. So yes, if you would like to be able to go over for for any of those products, like I said, cracked brain cracked that hyphen brain.myshopify.com. We've got it on all of our social media and on the website. So yes.
Buy our stuff, please.
Support us.
Look, I have at least been able to see like the number of people that like go to it live or or just showing up, and it's like, wow, people are actually going over to the site. That's actually cool, so
Buttons.
yeah, it's so far like the amount of people I've seen go to the Kawaii Cast mug. I think right now, the last time I checked, it was like 100-something people keep on going to it. I'm like, okay, so they like that mug, so
We're hocus brocus. Please buy our stuff.
How long did you think
Not
about
wrong.
making
I
that?
use that all the time. I say like, hey Brandon, we can't go out to eat or can't really do anything. I'm hocus brocus, and you're like, oh, okay, yeah.
Right. So yeah, it's like that's one of the new things for us. We've kind of taken the last couple of weeks to be able to go and just we haven't gotten there yet.
I know. I haven't been on your website for a bit.
Don't worry, we'll get there.
So
I guess we're there.
well, maybe you don't pull it up then.
Well,
It's not up. It's just
it's not up.
It's on the other monitor.
Yeah, that's how shows work. So
what are you doing June 1st, Stephan?
God, your segues are the things of legend.
Just like my relationship with Carly.
Well, I know where I'll be, which is at Pop Culture Convention, and it's one of the reasons why we wanted to have Jordan on, because
Hi, Jordan.
we are an affiliate with Pop Culture Convention, and it meant a lot to be able to go and get you on to be able to talk about some of the different features of the next event that's going to be coming up. So
It's fun. I love it. And I'm not saying that because Jordan's here. I actually mean it.
It's a
No, it is
way
'cause I'm
fun
here.
convention.
right, so like what are some of the things that people will be able to look forward to this coming June?
well, we have more space.
Yes.
So I was actually at the venue this morning with some of the staff members, and I will be posting 360 photos actually next week of the this floor space. So check that out. I'll go to most likely Facebook because Instagram doesn't support 360.
Yeah.
The salt
Anyway.
is real.
We have space for 48 vendors.
Nice.
So we went up from 33 to 48. It's almost an 11 increase, which is kind of our number. Every year we've gone up like 11.
It's like, okay, so that means now 2020 I'm going to be looking for these special 11 somewhere.
Yeah.
All right. It's like whether it's going to be No.
No, I just thought of something because it's 2020 and you have glasses for your logo. Sorry.
20 vision.
Okay, that was good. That was good.
Not too bad of a tangent.
Probably the best one we've had so far.
Yeah, we still have some exhibitor booths available, so use Crackbrain's link on their website.
On the website.
www.thecrackbrain.com.
I believe it's just on the homepage.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, we have, I think, maybe, as of this podcast, we have about 10 or so 8-foot tables left.
Nice.
So
It's quite a bit of space, 8 feet.
yeah, so we bumped up from 6-foot tables to 8-foot tables.
More space for your stuff.
Yeah,
Woo!
you guys get 2 extra feet.
Yeah. Well, it's like, especially when you're looking over at, being a vendor, it's like, okay, having 2 extra feet to be able to get
It makes a huge
more
difference.
merchandise, and more, it's like, imagine this table of just only having, like where we were trying to go and throw everything on here of like the monitors and all that. It's like, it would be chaos. So it's like having 2 more feet so that way you can have things equally spaced and whatnot. That's actually a gigantic improvement right there.
I wish I had 2 more feet on my height.
I'm glad that you said height.
I thought you were going to
I
say like
want
2
4
extra
legs.
feet.
Yeah, right.
I want to be an octopus, but I don't even know what to call
Don't
it.
We're not going
Squid
to go
have
there, don't worry.
6.
What?
Don't go, just don't worry.
Okay,
I'm just gonna let it die there. I'm not gonna push it like Brandon.
We also have 2 panel rooms this time instead of just 1.
Woo!
So
1 + 1.
I think Cracked Brain's gonna do one.
Yes, we will be doing a panel there. And
We need to finalize the details first.
yes, see, and that was the thing where it's like we will be doing a panel. More to you soon.
Hey, Stephan, can you hear the salt? I'm not the only one salty here.
It must be a glass thing, like wearing glasses, salt.
As we all look at Brandon, of
At least you can see
whatever
me with the
just
glasses.
happened.
Oh, jeez.
No, it's yes. I will say I'm sorry because we were discussing before even the pre-episode of just like my life has been in utter chaos, you know, because of other events and things coming up. So yeah, it's. I will get on that. I promise. Yeah.
Ow. I just stubbed my toe on the table.
Let's see.
See, her mom would have come to the rescue on that.
Mom!
Right.
I ruined my pedicure!
See, there we go. See, now speaking of moms and whatnot, one of the coolest thing about last year's pop culture convention is that my mother-in-law actually had a booth
Really?
over there. Yeah, it's like she
Which
was
one?
she was the vendor for Senegence.
Oh, so the lipstick.
Yeah, it's like
Okay.
all the lipstick and you know the makeup, and it was something where that was actually the first time that she had done that. So when she was like, "Oh, am I gonna have space?" I'm like, "Yeah, you're gonna have space. You're gonna have an actual table and all that." So like her experience was like, "Oh my god, that was great." The weird part for her was the fact that like when I go and hang out with my in-laws, I am not this almost ever. I am usually just like. I was about to use dark and brooding, but you know, I'll just use brooding. Okay, but yeah, it's like I just don't really get all that animated. So seeing, you know, me over at every family function as far as like I'm just here, and then the chaos that was us over at the last one when we're jumping and screaming and flipping and we did a flip. I did a flip. I'm sorry.
And that's even our smaller space.
Yeah.
So that's kind of impressive because that event center, as you guys know, and those who attended last year, was like, oh yeah, we're kind of cramped.
It was oh man, a good way of putting this. It was small yet still able to function the way that it had to. But yeah, there were definitely some times when like you're over at one vendor that you're basically already still kind of in the other vendor's space and whatnot. So
we have fixed that problem.
Yes.
With 8-foot tables.
With 8-foot tables, and we have wider aisles.
See, there you go. See, and that's something that other cons, even much bigger ones, could go and actually learn from.
Well, they're all
There's no
crap.
salt or any kind of motive behind that
Why
one.
is everyone around me dishing the salt?
It's not at you. It's
I
not
need-
at you.
I
Why
need
take
more room
it? Why
in the
take it
salt
personally?
reservoirs, okay? I have too much salt, so I need to get it out so I can replenish
She
it.
had some fries, so she's got to get rid of
Yeah.
extra salt.
Right.
But no, yeah, that's the thing is like, compared to the first year, so
So
it's like I'd say
you guys weren't there the first year, but
I was.
you
I
showed up the first year.
Well, this is the third year, right?
This is our fourth event. So we started in 2016.
Yeah,
in
because
Spanish.
Kelly Pointer invited me to come to.
I don't think
Papa.
he knew about it in 2016 because that was year 1. We were at the Spanish for
What year did I
for-
do the Tron Flash? Was that 17?
That was the
Oh,
following
okay,
year.
that was my first time going.
Yeah. Yeah, so we definitely had an 11 exhibitor booth increase
hmm
each year, except for this year. It's not
That's
exactly
a really
that. It's
good
like 50.
increase, though.
Oh yeah.
Like,
Well, that's the thing is that like it's like I've seen it just grow up from the 2 previous years. You know,
Yeah.
it blew up the next year, and then I expect this year to be even bigger because we got a bigger convention, and it's one of those conventions where it's just fun being around. You see all your
Yes.
friends. There's no issues that you see at certain other
There's
cons.
less pressure in going to the event. So since we are a smaller event, we focus on, it's a little bit more intimate. Like you get to meet new friends, you get to reunite with friends that maybe you haven't seen for a little bit. It's you come when you want, how you want, whenever you want. Well, June 1st, obviously. But don't
10 to
come.
6.
Don't come. You know, the day before or the day after, because we won't be there.
Right.
I'll laugh at you.
Yeah, 10 to 6 are our hours. I will be there much earlier than that.
Yeah, well, I mean, so is the life of the actual showrunner. So
Yes. Some of my staff members live in West Valley and Tooele, and as this event is in Provo, and I live in Pleasant Grove, they all looked at me this morning as we were at the convention center, like, yeah, I'll be the one there at 7 a.m.
yeah, see,
until 8 p.m.
right. See, and that's the thing where it's like you sit there and go like, okay, and I even have to deal with this, not necessarily to a very irritating degree and whatnot, but to a degree itself, you know, where just having like people going like, hey, I need you to come on down, and everyone always assumes like, oh, do I really have to go down over to Utah County? It's like, yes, it's not that bad. The point of the mountain is, there is no sort of boundary there. You can actually go past that. So
Yeah.
I don't give a crap about it. I come down. It's just like if I was a daily commute. That was what we were talking about.
it should be a daily commute. It should be. Brandon, you could live closer here. You could.
I wouldn't.
I've commuted from Highland to Provo.
Yeah, like from
I
yeah,
don't like it.
Orem to Bountiful every day.
That would be epic.
I do from where I live to Salt Lake every night.
I know.
It's not that bad. And your car gets much better gas mileage than mine does.
It does. I'm just saying, it's a long trek. Well, actually, my dad goes to Lehigh every day.
Whoa.
His car has worse gas mileage than mine. What?
You're proving my case.
He makes a lot more than I do.
Live closer.
That means you can see my bird a lot.
Maybe you should stay where you are.
His bird is nicer than mine. Okay?
It poops on you.
And her bites don't actually hurt like Delta's.
Well, I had a hurtful one the other day.
Oh, what, a little tiny pinch.
We will also be having our game area.
All right, Jordan knows how to go do the podcast.
Bam, hit it.
So since year one, we've had a gaming area. Year one was actually just like a GameCube and a TV. And then from year 2, 3, and then now 4, we have Game Haven of Sandy, who is a fabulous game store that you should go visit. Oh, yep, right there, Game Haven. They are one of our sponsors. So shout out to them.
Woo.
They actually loan us some of their game library.
Nice.
So courtesy of Game Haven, we get games. We have, I believe, we'll have an actual Realm Warfare. We'll be having a table there too. So he's going to be demoing his game. He's a great guy. And then, I have something I want to say, but it's not 100% official, so I won't say it.
See, that means
that's the issue of running a con, is that you know things that you want to say, but you're like, I can't.
right. See,
I mean, you can. But
I
you
could
can't.
because it's most likely gonna happen.
Everyone
But
pause your
no,
podcast right now.
you don't pause the
we'll
podcast.
mute real quick, and then I'll say it.
Yeah. It's like turning microphones off. Blah 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 blah.
No.
So yeah,
When it happens, there will be an official announcement.
right. See, that now means that you have to actually follow Pop Culture
Gasp.
Convention. Okay,
We're on
different social
Facebook,
media.
Twitter, Instagram.
Under.
We're technically on Tumblr and Pinterest too, but those don't count.
Tumblr is a scary
We
place.
are so Instagram and Facebook are the same. Pop Culture Con, one word. Twitter's pop_culture_con. Stephan has made that error of tagging someone else on Twitter, which
I think I did that at the very
someone
beginning.
did. It is also a pop culture convention, but it's not us.
Yeah.
Isn't it like out in Denver or something?
It's like, yeah, it's not us.
Yeah, I think I saw that and I was like, oh, those guys stole the name.
They tend to share the same hashtag PopCon19.
Yeah, that.
Let's outdo them.
I've done that a lot.
So, but that's okay. Theirs is like at a completely different time, and I follow the hashtag obviously,
See,
and it's like nothing.
So it's not June 1st, 2019, 10 to 6.
That's the That's our time.
Yeah.
Not their time.
Are they in Mountain Time or Central Time?
We are Mountain Time.
I know, but them.
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't remember who it is.
Where are you right now?
I am sitting right next to you.
He's in the labyrinth of his brain.
Very true.
So, fun fact, I didn't realize that I wasn't following Kawaii Cast until like yesterday or the day before, and I was just like, ooh, how's Candace not hated me yet? And Tyler.
Well, see, that's the thing with running like social media and whatnot, is you can't ever track who's necessarily following you and who isn't and whatnot. So
Well, they probably saw it like, Carly liked Kawaii Cast, and they were probably like, that brat. I'm like, at least I liked it.
I have received no complaints regarding you.
So scroll back up to the top.
Yeah,
Okay.
this is our website, popcultureconvention.com.
The colors on it are so pretty, honestly. Like, I'm in love.
Right.
Like, it's very easy on the eyes.
There's me and there's girlfriend.
Wow, I have a name.
Right there.
So yeah, so the URL is our full name. I apologize that it's so long.
But at least right there you actually have, the actual recognition right there, so people aren't going to be nearly as confused. Dogs.
I have control.
Yips.
So yeah, on our homepage, as you can see, we have our highlight reel, which is courtesy of Wannabe Productions. Look them up on YouTube. They'll be there again this year,
Yeet.
doing a highlight reel. We'll also have loser skits coming.
Woo!
So they're going to be doing some stuff. But as usual, we have our cosplay contest, which we allow pre-registration. popcultureconvention.com/cosplay. It's not required, but it definitely helps your case so that the judges can look at your material, your outfits ahead of time. Just kind of speeds the process up. Oh, look, I think we're on the webpage.
We are.
We do have a kids category. I believe ages 12 and under can enter. And we accept any skill level, any quality of work. It doesn't matter. You want to enter, do it.
Perfect.
Yeah.
It's fun.
We
Having
have
competed, it is very fun. To
Yeah.
compete in. 'Cause there are some conventions where it's just like, oh, this cosplay contest is so long and hot, and then no, this one was actually like super fun. And
no.
well run.
I believe Brandon won a prize in 2017 with his Flashtron.
Yes.
Yeah. Did
The
you guys
cosplay
win?
matchup.
Yeah,
You won
did.
last
We won
year
group.
for group.
Yeah.
Yeah. Scroll down, please. Please be sure to read our policies, just so you're not turned away.
No live metal.
Yeah, no live metal. We follow similar rules to other conventions.
Don't shoot me.
Yeah, no.
That. Let's see. Now, is there a specific rule against shooting Brandon?
Is there, Jordan? Is there a
I'm
specific
assuming that
rule?
shooting requires darts and/or bullets, so not allowed.
Okay.
Yeah. We don't want
Spit
you to
laws.
bring harm to others at the event because you might get kicked out.
Yeah, no harm to others.
Spit walls don't hurt.
That's true. But that bring no harm.
If Robert's listening to this,
Hi, Robert.
he's our head of volunteers and life security. I forget his full title, but he'll handle it all.
You don't want to meet him in a dark corner or dark alleyway.
He's a bear.
He's a
But
very large gentleman. He's
so
definitely.
nice.
He's
He is
really
absolutely. He's nice and whatnot. But when you're like 5'6", 5'7", you
Compared
look
to
up
his-
at him and go like,
hey,
"How are you doing?"
Hey,
I know.
5'6", you're like that. I'm like, hi.
Yeah.
Oh, I remember when you were trying to tickle me and he was holding me down.
Brandon is super ticklish and it's great for the laugh. So I was
I can just
poking-
imagine,
Well-
Robert.
Well, no, he's in his armor, right? And so I'm like, I want to see what happens. This is gonna be funny. So I start like tickling his stomach, and he starts doing that, and Robert just comes over and just grabs his arms, and it's just like, no.
I couldn't get
I've
out.
got you,
I
Carly.
think if you go to our staff page, you can see a picture of Robert.
Let's see.
If you really want
Okay.
to show, it's in the about. Yeah.
All right,
Robert
let me-
also runs Stars.
Yeah, he runs Stars Utah Garrison, which is a local.
There he is.
Yeah, there he is in the blue. Oh, we can't see. Where'd he go? There you go.
There you go.
Yeah.
He does run a local Resident Evil cosplay group. So if you're interested, just look up Stars. I believe Utah Garrison on Facebook. They're on Facebook, Instagram, I believe Twitter as well. And you can apply to be a member if you'd like. He'll definitely be at the event, so you can always talk to him about that.
Nice.
So, I'm a note about our weapons policy. I'm going to make an amendment to it soon. Is that we will stilts are now allowed.
Ooh.
Stilts are?
Yes.
Cool.
So you remember the ceiling height?
Yeah.
So it's like what, 8, maybe 10 foot? Maybe. It's kind of a standard ceiling height.
Yeah.
Well, the Utah Valley Convention Center has twice, if not 3 times higher ceilings.
Nice.
I will say that if you can't fit into the elevator, the stairs, or the escalator with them on, wait till you get to the top floor
Okay.
to put them on. We have the entire 3rd floor, by the way.
Yeah.
Nice.
So you want to find the escalator, stairs, and or elevator. Come up, and then you can put all your stuff on. So if you're
All three at
doing Hulkbuster, wait.
And you'd be trapped on the 3rd floor.
Not saying what I'm planning on doing.
We also have a nice terrace for great cosplay photos, like for Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Spider-Man. I was just joking.
Great skyline.
Yeah.
So
I'm still not saying what I'm planning.
we'll let that be
No
a secret.
backflip, Stephan.
Backflip off the ceiling and land in a ball pit. I want to see it.
Not at Pop Culture Convention.
I just said I wanted to see it.
So yeah, it's like that. I mean that's already so many things that like I cannot wait for and whatnot. Also, just knowing that, like I said, it's like we're planning our panel and whatnot, but then having other ones that. One of the things that I actually like about Pop Culture Convention is they're usually panels that you enjoy being at. It's not just sort of like, my feet are tired, I'm just going to sit in this room. So that's one of the things I've actually enjoyed the most.
So usually our panels are fan suggested and ran.
Oh, I forgot to bring you things, Stephan. Dang it. Sorry.
That's okay.
I was gonna
Okay.
Where are you, Carly?
You were talking about panels, and I have something for one of our future panels I was going to bring down to you, and I forgot because I forgot to put them in my room.
Totally fine.
Yeah.
So I would like to do a special shout out to all our fans, including
Hi,
Cracked
fans.
Brain. Because of you guys, we exist. Like that's really why we're able to do it every year, is because of the fans, and you guys come. You buy my tickets. That's one thing.
You buy me!
Yeah. Well, actually, so I don't get paid for this.
See?
So not many people actually know this is a secret. My entire staff are volunteers.
See? Look, all right, he's letting you know
Yeah.
whatnot.
Secret time.
Buy your ticket. In fact, buy 2 tickets. Bring your mom.
I'm pretty sure he's not going to get mad at that.
See, it's so cool because, like, last year when I was there, it's like the event was great, but it's like you didn't really see people talking about it on Facebook. And I've seen at least 3 posts about people saying, I'm thinking of getting a booth at PopCon. I'm like, do it, do it, do it.
So I have to say thanks to the fans for that. But I also have to say thanks to Wizarding Days,
Yeah.
who will most likely be at our event as well. Because they gave us a booth at their event, and it's just like, oh, you exist now?
Yeah.
Yeah, we've been here for a few years.
See,
Sorry.
That's why continuing to break the Utah County stigma, all right, is, I'm going to keep on doing that.
Point of the mountain.
Right, so.
I am dedicated to Utah County.
Really?
So, yes. Well, not just living here because I prefer it, but, we're not afraid to step over the line
Right.
into Salt Lake County.
You don't turn into salt.
No. We're not, a pumpkin coach at midnight. But yeah.
Ooh, that'd be fun to build a real pumpkin coach.
We also have some good guests coming to our event this
Such
as we have Newton Ewell, if Stephan would be so kind to go to that page.
going there.
He is actually a local artist that has graciously agreed to attend our event. He is actually hosting... Oh, there he is. Perfect. He's hosting 2 panels, art-related, so if you are an artist, you can definitely come in. He's a D&D artist, an RPG artist. He's got lots of, credits and stuff, but seems like an overall nice guy.
Yeah.
So, and then our other guest,
You're going to force me to keep on going backwards.
drum roll, please. You can guys
do
do drum roll. That's
Not on the. Do it on the wall.
the little fake drum roll. We have Bill Blair, and unfortunately, that picture's cutting half his head off. That's okay.
All right, there's a seam on one of his faces.
Yeah. So Bill Blair is actually a Guinness World Record holder of like the most alien characters portrayed or something like that.
Nice.
Yeah, like he's pretty big, great guy. I've talked to him, and he's gonna do photo ops. You should definitely buy them.
Yes.
And autographs at his booth. He's even hosting a panel called "The Man Behind the Mask" because he's usually in makeup.
Ooh.
So if you're trying to get into prosthetics and like FX makeup, talk to him.
Perfect.
Oh yeah, that's why.
He's been in like Babylon 5, Star Trek. Go to his IMDb page and just look
The
at
Drew Carey
his credits.
Show.
But yeah, there's the whole thing. He is sponsored. Here's another plug. He is sponsored by our Utah County Star Trek group, the USS Pulsar, who also have a booth at PopCon. You should definitely check them out. So big shout out to them. Thank you guys. They're the sponsor, and I'm not sure what their setup is going to be.
Nice. See,
8-foot table.
you must look.
No,
you
they
must
get
look
actually
forward.
a 10 by 20 booth.
Ooh.
So,
You can fit that 8-foot table in it though.
oh yeah. But I know in past events they've done like kind of like a Star Trek console thing. So like the what do you call it? The deck.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know what they're bringing. They haven't exactly told me. So, it's a surprise to me.
See, there you go. It's like the more things to be able to go and look forward to, which is why you still need to go and get your tickets.
June 1st.
Please do. It's so
Saturday.
much fun.
Yeah. Go through Cracked Brains URL that they have.
Yeah.
It helps support them
It like I said, you're helping us
by helping me.
by helping him.
Buy 2 tickets. Bring
Yeah.
your mother.
We even have, here's another feature that we've added. We have a kids room that's going to be hosted by the Leonardo.
Ooh.
That's nice.
Details to come.
There you go. See,
That's nice of Leonardo.
Yeah.
Like, oh my gosh.
So gracious to them as they're sponsoring that room for us.
right. See, it's like I said, it's like just hearing how many different features that you're going and you're having this year. It's still one of those where it's like I love hearing when cons are actually doing something to grow and doing something different and whatnot, where it's not this stagnation that you get very consistently, so getting, a bigger venue, getting more panelists, getting more guests and whatnot. It's
Listening
very
to feedback.
encouraging.
I'm actually glad you bring that up. So every year after our event, we send out an email blast, and I probably posted to social media, but it's a link for our annual survey. So please fill it out. It's anonymous, so you don't have to say who you are. And I read every single thing.
Nice.
And I take it into consideration. Like, for instance, year 1, people are like, well, it was too expensive, like ticket-wise. It was too much for what was offered. So what I do? I lowered the cost.
There you go. See, it's right now. I really wish I could go and give you guys like the tagline of like PopCon, the con that cares.
Well, so our
Trademark.
tagline is celebrating fandoms at their finest.
Nice.
And then the additional to that is fandom is family.
Mhm.
And so if we don't treat you like family, you're not going to come.
Right. See,
If I'm charging an absurd amount of for a ticket, and it's just like, well, I can't afford that. And then if you could afford it, you come and there's nothing to do. Then I just wasted your time and money,
right.
which I really don't want to do. Because then I wasted my time and money.
It's like,
He's there at 7 a.m.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For 13 hours. That's I don't want
It
that
still
bad.
balances a family life with a small child. Like,
I have a small child too.
yeah.
Yeah, the fathers of the group are
Yeah.
Yep.
It's the mind meld of like I'm trying to run things.
24/7
and
of
children.
I don't know what that's like.
That's for a different day, maybe a different podcast.
Yeah, it's like we'll do an episode all on that. It'll just be a whole lot of crying. I'm sorry, you guys.
Just do a dad off.
Right.
Bring the kids. They can play with the Legos.
Yeah.
Then put them under your feet and watch you cry when you step on them.
No, you train for that. There's a dad obstacle course, and part of it is the walk of Legos, where you like instead
fire
of
walk,
the fire
yeah.
walk, it's a Lego walk.
It's that. See, at least to like a fire walk, there's a mental aspect of a mental and also a physical aspect of like, no, if you don't stand in the same spot, you will not burn your feet.
Legos
that doesn't apply. You step on one, it doesn't matter how hard, you're going to cry. And when there's a land full of them known as a bedroom, it literally just looks like a minefield.
It's a 1x1 stud.
I think.
Right.
Or, something bigger.
I think that should be an obstacle course for Crack Brain is the Lego
Nope.
walk.
No, it won't be. It won't be. All right, because for you guys, that's a challenge. That's something you don't deal with every day. For me, that's Tuesday. That's Wednesday. That's Thursday. Friday, they get hung up.
I'll do it. Legos don't hurt my feet.
Because Mom takes care of her toenails.
No, you realize I did color guard, and in the wintertime, I would run outside in the winter, snow, barefoot. My feet have been hardened.
That was in
Coming at some video, going to make her feet hurt.
Good luck.
No. I think this is wrong. We're not making some foot fetish video.
Brandon finally clued back into the podcast.
No, I'm putting my put my foot down. And we're not doing the video.
Seriously though, like I run around barefoot even if it's outside and it doesn't hurt. Like
I said, it's this. Make it tested. Make it tested.
Okay,
yes.
bring it.
And seeing my wife over inside the chat, which if
wifey.
if you're listening to the podcast, always remember that we record these over on Saturdays, 6 p.m. over on the Crack Brain YouTube channel. You can join in the chat.
We started on time today.
We did. All right. I'm actually happy about that. That is.
We had the pre-stream before 6 too.
It's because I set up everything. Basically starting at like 11 o'clock.
Yeah,
today.
you tagged us earlier today. I was out and about.
The correct tag?
The correct was on Instagram, so there's only one.
Yeah, I think. Oh crap! I think I did.
On Twitter, I think Twitter. I'd have to look. I don't
know.
I think on Twitter I did pop culture event, or was that Facebook? I did. I don't know.
I'm going to the Twitter.
The tweet.
Okay, but yes, it's like I made the wherewithal to actually set up way beforehand, all right? Because some of the times it's actually a little bit difficult, especially when we're doing gaming right before this. Okay, so yeah, that gets a little bit difficult, which just means we have to end at like 4 when we game.
Sorry, I was going to burp, so I was covering my mouth.
Speaking of games, I cannot wait to start playing some of the games that I...
Well, this next week is Injustice Part 2.
Let's see. Okay, for that. Oh, that means okay. So we get
Ray
we get Ray joining in,
and then yeah.
Oh crud! I think I actually got like legitimately somewhat irritated at one point.
You always get irritated.
Not wrong.
When you're playing with me.
Not wrong. I wonder why, Brandon.
I like to make games fun. I don't want it to be a walk in the park.
I don't think you classify any of that.
Early, it's Brandon's fault, basically.
I could believe that.
It's look, all right. There's so many things that when we game, I really wish you would stop, but I realize it makes for decent content.
Speaking of gaming,
Oh,
you
no.
introduced me into a game in October. I'm still playing.
That Disney app.
Oh,
okay.
It's like he doesn't even know what a girlfriend is anymore. Like, I feel so bad.
the next event's coming, and it's Moana. We won't get into it on the podcast.
It's Moana.
Yeah.
I've never seen Moana.
It's okay. They just keep going and going.
And going, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm still playing.
I just got Peter Pan.
Disney's Magic Kingdom on my phone, where you make your own Disneyland.
And Jordan introduced him to it, and every time I look over at his phone, it's just coin, child.
Well, it's not coin, it's magic. Thank you very much. Come on, believe in the magic.
I do.
And then I gotta send Mickey Mouse on a quest, and then yeah.
But he isn't currently playing it. Neither am I.
Currently not.
Yeah, but the minute that we log off, they're both gonna.
Yes, it is. I am trying to get my
I'll probably
Prince
do it when I
Charming
go
right now. That's where I'm at. I'm trying to unlock Prince Charming.
Will you isolate?
But not Prince Charming.
What?
Who's the prince in Sleeping Beauty?
Philip.
I'm trying to unlock Prince Philip.
He's been trying to get me to play it. I'm like, Brandon, I don't have time right now.
It is
Plus,
definitely
when I
a-
sit,
Yeah.
It's a
it's like when I
casual
sit down and play
game.
games like that, I play like Animal Crossing.
It's a casual
So I
game,
can't
and I
play
just
Animal
get
Crossing.
on, and I'm also trying to get the
It's
rabbit
tedious,
from
but it's
Zootopia.
also it's a daily commitment, even though I do it.
Right.
Yeah, you set, these people that go on a task for 8 hours, and then you go to sleep, and you wake up, and you've got magic.
PopCon also has an event in May, by the way. So if you can't get, like, what am I gonna do in May? Well, on Free Comic Book Day at Game Haven Sandy, we will be there. We will have a table, and I believe there's a cosplay contest there.
Yes.
So the Rebel Girls cosplay I believe they'll be there at least. They might be judging. I'm not 100% certain on that one.
They will be.
They're judging. Perfect.
Yes.
They Thranduil, the individual who does cosplay Thranduil, will be one of our cosplay judges, by the way.
Nice.
So I will get to that in a moment. But yes, you should definitely check out Free Comic Book Day at Game Haven Sandy and join the cosplay contest. They got some great prizes. I think they have anime bonsai tickets.
They definitely have some anime bonsai tickets.
PopCon tickets.
They will have PopCon tickets there. They do have some other features like their Butterbeer truck that will be parked outside.
Yes, that's right.
Apparently, that I don't know what that did for her, but I'm very concerned.
I'm here to tell
For
you.
Saturday in May.
When my best friend and I went to
Yeah, it's a
Harry Potter
Saturday.
World before she went on her
It's
mission.
actually Star Wars Day.
May 4th.
Oh yeah. I'm here to tell you, all we drank in Florida was butterbeer.
See?
Literally, like I kept away from Dr. Pepper for almost a week just to drink butterbeer at Harry Potter World. That was hard to say.
See, it's like, there you go. Endorsement of a very fine drink. Also over at Free Comic Book Day, make sure that you're there early, okay, because I believe it's the first hour. Chad Hardin,
Yes.
The artist for DC, will be there doing autographs. He will be there, just sort of talking with everyone. So I encourage you guys, make sure you're there for that, especially for that first hour, so that way you can go in and have the
he's
chance to
not
go
there
and meet
all
him
day.
there. Yeah, not at all.
Not all day.
Not at all. And then over inside, we haven't formally announced it, but over somewhere in the back area, we will be doing a thing. All right, that's as much as I will tell you
I was
for
going
now.
to say, I thought you made an event for it.
Yes, we do have an event for it, but we haven't announced what we're doing.
Yeah, isn't it
So-
just Crack Brain at PopCon or something like that?
No, Free Comic Book Day.
Oh,
yeah.
It's like, yes, you guys will be at PopCon.
Yes,
Where
so
are you, Carly?
it's like we will be doing a thing. Details to come soon. So, yeah. No.
So our cosplay judges this year, we have Rebel Girls cosplay, we have Renegade cosplay, so Rena, who's great. They're all great, of course. And Carly's sister, Missy Moody.
Oh yeah.
I was
I was like, when did you have sister?
I was thinking when I have a sister.
Her cosplay sister.
Well, it could be biological. I mean, look
Yeah.
at us both.
That means, the Miss Moody that officially wants to kill me, if I enter
Sponsored
the
by
contest.
Madame Moody Cosplay.
No, it's not. I'll officially get a 0 from her, just because.
On principle.
But I don't even know if I'll have time if we're doing stuff.
But you should.
I know.
So-
If we can, because we like to... Like last year we brought our Washington, Carolina.
Which were
And
very
so,
good
yeah.
hits.
With good hits.
Yes.
But now we have Season 16 with the Halo 5 models that we've been building. We want to get them there.
Yeah.
Well, let's see. Today is April 13th. You have a
I
month.
still need to finish
and a half?
printing Carly's back, and then I need to finish printing her front, and then our helmet, and then her boots.
Yeah. So we were actually way ahead of where we were last year
good.
too.
So
Because
I'm
we
all
kind
printed.
of we decided to bring them to PopCon because we're like, it's a great tester. It's a small
Yes.
enough event that they're not going to get like knocked into.
Hint, hint.
And
Yeah, like at FanX, I refuse
Yeah,
to bring
'cause,
my precious, awesome cosplays because it'll just get ran into people, dinged on it. Because that's what happened at Heathcliff. Is my shield and sword got broken because of people.
I heard that story.
Yeah.
yeah, because some lady just
You
picked it up
told
and
me,
tossed
yeah.
it aside.
I was vivid.
Well, and the story I heard from Pigtails Power Tools cosplay, because we were just talking about her
Hanson,
Samus.
yeah.
She had worn her Samus, and she said that some guy was running into the hall and clipped her pauldron, and I mean, she went like boom in it,
Ooh,
you know.
that's, yeah.
And that thing is like already like it dug into her arms right there, and it almost ripped one of the fins off. Because you know the whole entire thing is like fiberglass resin Bondo, so that was tough. But she's like, people don't watch where they're going. Like he almost knocked me over and he almost broke my pauldron. And
I'd like to say people at Popcorn were considerate.
They definitely have.
We actually had a very good time with people at PopCon. Like they would ask for pictures, or we'd like take off our helmets and our faces would be like bright red, because this was, I think, before we actually installed the fans in the helmet.
I can imagine.
And people were like, "Oh my gosh, are you okay?" And we're like, "Yeah, no, we're good."
Remember, folks, cosplay is not consent.
Very true.
Yeah, we won't.
We abide by that.
Strictly.
And again, if you're in the penalty box, Robert will kick you out.
And if y'all ever need anything, you have a feisty redhead that is not afraid to yell at people and get them off of you. So,
Moody's
if that's okay with you.
Please
We're
don't.
gonna have 2 feisties.
Oh,
Got
yeah.
you and
But,
Mr. Moody.
But
Yeah,
no
no, it's-
backflips, no dead bodies. No specifically hurting Brandon.
You'll be the closest dead body there with both of those two there.
No.
I said the closest.
7 I have to be there at 7 a.m.
There's dead body, then there's zombie. Okay.
We'll bring you some oatmeal for a pick-me-up.
So no outside foods allowed. I can leave. I know. I have to figure this out. So
No outside food.
Yeah, no,
what's
popcorn
that?
is-
yeah, just so you guys know, the venue doesn't allow outside food. However, on the main floor, there is a little cafe that's just like sandwiches, wraps, and drinks. It's open. It'll be open the whole event. So if you need food, you don't have to leave the building.
Right.
But they can bring water.
I think like a water bottle might be.
H2O.
Well, see, having just still a cafe on the premises itself, rather than going, like some of the ones that we know of where you actually have to leave, go fully outside, or they do happen to have a food area that is just way too packed,
Yeah,
so
on site, that's the only food available, which actually reminds me of parking. I'll do like official announcements about this, of course, but just so you guys know and everyone else knows who's listening. Parking so the event center is on Center Street and 100 something. No, I get my
pretty sure that's north.
Okay, we'll say yes, 100 north. Now on 100 west there is a parking garage, free parking. However, just north, literally just north of the convention center, on the back side of the Hyatt Hotel, is parking. So it's like half a block away. You might be able to park in the courthouse parking lot.
Mm-hmm.
I think just on the main level, not in the garage, which is the main level if it's available. As long as there's no you can't park here type sign.
Yeah.
So don't get in trouble on our behalf, please. Please don't get towed. We are not responsible for that.
See, there you go.
So there is some parking. There are bus stops across the street, across the street on the same side. So if you want to take public transportation, it's totally cool.
Yeah, well, even with the public transportation, it's fantastic there because you've got tracks that is I think 3 blocks away,
So the front runner ends at the Provo station. That's further south, but you can literally cross the sidewalk and get on a bus.
Yeah, and that's the thing where it's they've done so much renovation as far as the actual streets over there. So it's something where it's the buses go through there very easily and whatnot. So I really like it. It's like I said, some people locally and whatnot, you get really apprehensive about well, am I going to be able to find parking? Am I going to be able to how easy is it going to get there? Trust me. Provo has done a fantastic job of making everything widely accessible. So I'd say that this is
not so much.
they're doing better.
Where is this though? We've said the date sometimes.
Utah Valley Convention Center. It is on. If you go to our homepage, it is at the bottom.
Going back.
So
you guys are making me do more work.
So all the way at the bottom. That's what it looks like. Those are pictures.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so we are on third floor. We have the whole floor.
Honestly, it looks like a giant, beautiful library.
It is when you guys see these 360 photos, you'll be like, oh.
Yeah. And like
after
as
being to LOV, you'll definitely be
right.
Oh,
It's like, as someone that's actually been there, trust me, the inside is absolutely gorgeous. You know, like the actual, like kind of like main floor, like
yeah.
walking lobby area, very spacious.
If you ever been to the Crystal Mountain PonyCon, which is no longer in existence, unfortunately, they've hosted it there. I think almost every year, is my knowledge. We our entire top floor is carpet, so dress accordingly.
Yeah.
No glitter.
No Legos.
Yeah. The event center has said no glitter.
Yeah.
So
See, there you go. So, like I said, it's like that, there's so many things to be able to go and kind of look forward to, you know, with this. It's like with this con where, like I said, if you've been somewhat, you know, on the fence about it or apprehensive, trust me, this is one that you will not want to miss. And it's one that you will want to keep on coming back for every single year.
I keep coming back.
Yes.
At 7
And
a.m.
coming
There
from,
we go.
coming from the cosplayer standpoint, I understand fragile costumes and weaponry. I've been doing it 10 years now. This con is one of my favorites for fragile costumes because people have been so considerate. They've been willing to give you the space or give you seats to sit down. So if you're scared about a costume, you might want to ease up a little bit because it's actually pretty... I would not have taken my armor if I didn't trust that it was going to be unsafe.
Remembered another feature. I could go on for days. We have some couches and chairs, like actual furniture. Yeah,
And you tell me not to yell in the mic.
For
Well, he
those
didn't.
who
He
have
went away.
attended in the past, it's been like, here's a chair. Here's the floor. Sorry, guys.
Here
We
is
have
it.
actual, like,
Okay.
sitting room. There's the window ledge that you could sit on. You know, you get a nice photo, actually.
I don't like heights.
Are you sure we cannot get the actual tagline, the con that cares?
Just whenever you tag us, do hashtag con that cares.
I
And it'll
seriously am
go.
going to start doing this because it's like everything you've been saying. It's like, oh,
So my day job, as I mentioned earlier, I do not get paid for this. It's completely volunteer. My day job, I work as a graphic designer full time. You know, I run PopCon. I'm a travel agent as well. I'm trying to get into voice acting. People, whenever they ask my wife or myself, it's like, what do you do? And we say, what does he not do? There are certain things I don't do, obviously. But, you know, I actually used to have an online store with, like, buttons and stuff. I used to make card games.
yeah.
If you want to know about that, you can contact me. This is a PopCon podcast now. But yeah, so when I have time, I'm working on this, and I work with our user experience designer at my full-time job. So I'm thinking about you guys, like almost all the time. Like, okay, if I'm not comfortable with this price, if I'm not comfortable with this type of thing, then you guys as fans are not comfortable.
Yeah.
I'm assuming here, but have I been wrong yet?
No, like I said, it's
Maybe
like
a little here and there, but
no, you're absolutely right. Where it's like, you know, seeing the different features change throughout the years of like, okay, we're going to make things a little bit more accessible. We're going to make this a little bit, you know, we're going to reduce the prices. We're going to add more events. It's something where you're constantly reaching out to the fans, getting more feedback, which is something that isn't always done. You know, it's like a con might go and make a ton of different posts about different, you know, people that are coming as guests or coming as features or, you know, all that kind of stuff. But it very rarely is that the con actually reaches out to the fans themselves and goes, hey, what do you want to see us do better? You know, and that's something where having you there, always having that in the forefront is probably, in my opinion, the reason why I want to keep on coming.
Thank you. The best way to give us feedback, besides the annual survey, is join our Facebook group. PopCon Utah is what the name is. So, you know, if you do facebook.com, I think it's /group or groups /PopCon Utah. It's a free group. I know Facebook has some paid groups, but this is this is an entirely free group.
They have paid groups.
They do.
Well, you can ask Stephan later.
Later.
That's a whole different
I
thing.
don't want to pay for stuff.
But yeah, so it's a great little group. We post today, we post to our social media. But like if you guys need, for instance, I had someone that won a ticket. So we do contests every now and then. We had someone, she won a ticket and then she contacted us and said, oh, I actually can't go. I said, well, you could join our Facebook group and see if someone wants to take it off of you.
Yeah.
Whether it's, she gifts it or she sells it.
See, there you go.
My hands are washed. Of transaction. We have given you the ticket.
Right. See, like I said, it's like opening more avenues to be able to interact with the fans and whatnot. So I
definitely want to see more fan interaction in the group. Right now, it's just us.
Right.
Yeah. I will say that since it is our group, we do ask, obey our rules, obviously. But, keep it to popcorn related.
See.
Yeah, no, specifically don't kill Brandon.
Yeah. Please, don't post about other events.
Right.
That popcorn isn't involved in.
See, there you go. There you go. Well, like I said, it's been absolutely fantastic being able to go and get the updates. I'm really looking forward to. We might have to go and get you back on the podcast as the days get closer.
I'm not against it.
Yes.
Especially watching his reaction when Brandon just goes, phew.
Yeah. Hopefully, Brandon will be in a much different headspace then.
Hopefully he'll be in his headspace.
And not just somewhere around it.
He's floating.
Right.
No, I was just looking at the time. I took my medication 3.5 hours ago.
Yeah.
Dayquil.
See.
I would like to put one more plug in.
Yeah, go for it.
I don't know what your timetable is.
Yeah.
How long you guys do. This is our official. Here, I'll get closer as I can.
Yeah, it's like.
This is the official shirt of this year. Please buy it.
Please buy. See, there you
In
go.
fact, buy 2, get one for your mother.
The caveat, which people should know, is that you have to pick it up at PopCon.
Mm-hmm. So there you go. Well, it's like dealing with shipping is its own
we won't
monster.
ship it to you. I'm sorry.
Yeah. So yes.
You'll be at PopCon. Just pick it up.
Will you be selling them at PopCon too?
No.
There you go. See,
remember, we are fan funded,
right,
and volunteer based.
So it's like that means to go and get your shirt, you have to act now.
Yeah, we will close all sales like a week or two before the event, probably 2 weeks actually, so I have time to order them.
Yes.
Because for Captain Marvel, it was hectic on my end.
See, dealing with shirts is, I'll put it gently, an experience.
Oh,
so,
yes.
Yeah.
I was going to say something else.
Buy your tickets now.
Yeah, but we are also, I'll talk to the people. We are also actively looking for volunteers.
See, there you go.
All we ask is that when you sign up, you are committed to at least 1 hour.
Right.
And then you can explore the con the rest of the day.
So it's like there you go. It's like if you want to be able to not only join in the fun, but literally join the fun.
Yeah.
Okay. Sign up to be a volunteer. I have volunteered for other events and whatnot. Volunteering is actually way more fun than just regularly attending. Okay, because you get to interact a little bit more and whatnot. So I really encourage you guys.
So for instance, one of our volunteer positions is to help our celebrity guest Bill Blair.
There you go.
Please don't sit and ask him for your autograph.
Make it to PA.
Yeah, it's like I can't speak on his behalf, but
right.
Some celebrities might do certain generosities, but I'm not speaking on his behalf at all.
There you go. So it's like, there are so many things to be able to go and look forward to. Like I said, it's something where make sure that you're saving the date of June 1st. Okay,
10
for the
to 6.
10 to 6.
Utah Valley Convention Center.
2019.
She's only remembering this because I still have it on the page.
No, Brandon asked me, he's like, is it like pro? I'm like, Utah Valley.
Right.
I do my best to put on social media graphics because I make them, so if they're hideous, I do apologize. I try.
They are great.
Yeah.
All right.
But I do try to make sure everything is front and center because in my con running experience and selling at other events, people don't read.
No.
How much is this? It's right here.
Nice.
So I try to make it easily accessible. So
once again, the con that cares.
I need a shirt. Just make me a shirt that says
coming soon. Popcorn. The con that
on DVD
cares.
and video VHS.
Smash those links.
I hate you.
To go with your hashtag, here's another thing. We will also be accepting donations towards the Epilepsy Foundation. In exchange, you may receive a pair of 3D glasses or a button, perhaps. And we don't sell these normally, by the way. So,
Perfect.
just, a little tidbit.
Little more to add.
Yeah.
Just a little bit more.
The comebacker.
I think I know what the episode is going to be titled.
Where are you, Brandon?
So, yeah, the comment care /
Where are you, Brandon? There you go. Well, like I said, Jordan, thank you so much for joining us over on this
you.
episode. It's been fun, and we're going to have to do this again.
Thanks for helping share my silent every time Brandon talks.
Yeah.
The glasses thing.
Right. So there you go. So speaking as your host over this one, thank you guys for joining us for this episode. Don't forget to tune back in next Saturday for the next episode. I'm going to be dead from many things going on.
No dead bodies allowed at the convention center.
Not at that con. I'll just be dead in this chair. But like I said, thank you guys so much. Make sure you tune back in, and we will see you later.
Like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, smash the links.
Buy your tickets.
Through crack brain.
You guys are interesting. I love you.
Ta.